Sheldon, you guys have played well against Laval basically all season, but was today's game any different just given all the new faces you had in the lineup today?
Yeah, it's obviously different. You know, you get a number of new guys, as you say, and a chunk of them that have never practiced with us, and some of them that have spent quite some time since they practiced with us. They've just been kind of skating on their own, and so that makes it interesting. The fact that we played yesterday, traveled back here today. Obviously, all those kind of things makes it a little bit strange a game. I think it took us a while to get going. I didn't like our first period, but once we decided that the game was meaningful to us, I thought we got a lot better, and that was good to see.
After tomorrow's game, you guys will have a bit of a break before heading into the playoffs. Is these games this weekend just more about building momentum that can hopefully sustain you guys throughout the weekend, obviously with practice heading into the playoffs next weekend?
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday's game in particular, I thought was just a real good opportunity for us to really gain some momentum and some trust in our group and all those types of things. And now that we've got sort of split groups happening, it's more about remaining competitive, but still just getting through the games, frankly, not having any injuries and using different people. But like we talked about after the first period today, we still want to win, we still want to be competitive, we still want to do the things that it takes to win. We want to be in control of the game, all those types of things. We don't want to just lay down and wait for the buzzer. We need to go out and play. It's a 76-game schedule, so while we're sitting people out and moving people around, the standard and our expectations don't change.
Calvin took a shot at the empty net at the end of the game. Did you think the puck had a chance of going in?
I thought it might. Looking at it in the air, I was hopeful for it. You know, Pix has just been outstanding for us, both in his play and just as a teammate and what he's brought to our team. And this is not an easy game for him to come in here and play today. And when we didn't decide to play in the first period, they're all over the net and coming hard at him. He battled real hard, so I was hoping it was going to fall in for him, but fortunately it didn't, but it was still entertaining nonetheless.
Your impression of the fit that Grundstrom has had with Trevor and Miro?
Well, I thought today they were outstanding in the second and third period. First period wasn't very good for anyone, including that line. But second and third period, I thought that line was dominant. They just took over the hockey game, I thought. So that was really good to see. And with the play of Grundstrom and Morsey, I thought it really brought Miro to life today. Frankly, I think that's a Miro we haven't seen since Johnny left here. So getting that little piece of chemistry was something that we did want to come out of this weekend here. That's why we left that line intact for today. So I was really happy to see that happen.
I think that Grundstrom could add some star power to your team. You know, with Sasha on a different team, Janssen, captain of the full, could Grundstrom add a different element?
We hope so. I believe so. I think he has that ability. If you watching the game today, I think he has that ability, and he brought some of that to us last year. But obviously, being a year older, we think he can make more of an impact here now. So his arrival is nice for us at this time of the year, and he's an important player in the organization. We're happy to have him.
Did you get a chance to watch any of his games this year, or if not, what were some of the progressions you noticed?
I didn't watch full games, but with all the prospects, they've done an unbelievable job this season at really monitoring their progress with both the development group and some of the people behind the scenes, video and stuff like that, have done a terrific job for us at really allowing us a good picture of what a player's done and where they're at and how they're used with their own teams and just where their progress is. But I think just Carl, he's a guy that's you just need some time and some experience. The skill set is there. He's a competitor. He's really strong on the puck. So just the fact he's a year older and is more comfortable around here and more comfortable in his own league gives him an extra dose of confidence.
How much does your playoff opponent being up in the air right now impact both your and the team's preparation process?
Well, the only way that it impacts it, obviously, is we can't zero in on one team. We're having to focus on two. That's a bit of a nuisance, obviously, but that's the nature of it. That's the way that it works out most of the time. You have to wait toward the end, but we're getting close there. But regardless of who we're going to play, we know both teams well. We've seen them a lot this season. We also know both teams are going to be the best versions of themselves that we've seen all year, and first time really we'll see a lot of their group together, obviously with the NHL season wrapping up, and we know we're going to be in for a challenge either way, and that's really what we've been preparing for.
must be pretty amped up for the playoffs. I mean, being in first place for Sorrel, it must be pumped to get to an environment where it's, anything can happen.
Yeah, definitely. We want to get there. It's been a while, obviously, but as I was telling the players, it is a 76-game schedule, and we've got one left here, and we want to make sure that we're competitive in it, and we want to. We want to be good on home ice, and regardless of where is wearing our jerseys, we want to make sure that the standard is high. And thought that we responded well today. We'll expect more of the same tomorrow, and then we'll turn the page and get ready for our playoff opponent.